me down. I'm feeling so exotic right now. I'm hotter than the tropics. Take me there. On by Cuba, baby, let's go. Love me all the way to Rio. Cool me down. I'm feeling so exotic right now.
When you were a little girl and you said, when I grow up, what did you think you wanted to be?
Well, I had a different ambition every year.
You did?
I wanted to be a pilot, then I wanted to be a housemaid. That was interesting. I wanted to clean things, wash dishes. I went through a phase of that.
You got to learn how to cook to do that.
No. I can wash the dishes. I can order really well.
Me too.
Right?
Yes.
I order in really
Takeout?
well. I can set the table. I'll set the food. Nobody will know the difference.
No.
I just can't cook.
Right.
I don't want it either.
And so when did you realize then, because I know you were Miss World, like when did you realize this is what I want to do?
I actually didn't. I finished high school and came back to India because, my parents stayed there. And I was 17 and my mom sent in my pictures for Miss India just as a joke, actually. And I got picked. I went and I won the pageant, then I went for Miss World and I won the pageant. I was 17
Wow.
again.
Because I know a lot of women, they sort of train and they do a lot of training and that's what they aspire to be.
No,
So this
mine
was sort of like a happy accident.
It just happened. And then after that, movies happened and there was no looking back. I didn't even have time to reflect back and see,
Right.
whoa, I'm 17 and I don't know what to do with my life. So I didn't get that chance.
And you've talked before about your granny, so you called her like a rock and roll granny.
She is.
Is this where you get it from?
My family is nuts.
Really?
They're great. When we were launching the video in India, my grandmother, and she's like 93, okay? I took her to the video, to the launch because she really wanted to come. And she got up on a table and sat on it because she couldn't see through the press. It was so
No
funny.
way.
She's 93.
Did your parents ever want you to be doctors? Because aren't sure both your parents?
They're both
Yeah.
doctors. They did, but I was very clear from when I was young. I cannot see blood. I just can't. And the smell of smell of hospitals?
Yeah.
I grew up in them because I used to go with my parents whenever they were in the hospital.
Yeah.
I can't stand the smell.
And you never got used to it.
For sure, never.
So was there any sort of reservation in what you decided to do in the path, or was it?
No, my parents were really, really supportive of it, actually. They said, whatever you want to do, as long as you know you're going to do it, and whenever you want to stop, you can just always stop. There's so many things in the world you can do. So they were really encouraging because I was so young.
Yeah.
And in India, you're really protective of even at 17. So, and when I became Miss World, I was the youngest Miss World, I think, ever. So it was really, really new, and suddenly I was in front of the scariest part was standing in front of world media and talking about the economy of Uganda. Who knows that at 17?
That's
man?
the big, the pageant type questions. You're
Yeah.
like, oh my
what
gosh.
do you think of the economy of Libya? Yeah, stuff like that.
So you've traveled. You've traveled so much. I know as a child. What would you say was your favorite place in the world?
I was
you've
just
been
telling
to?
you, Miami.
Really?
Nobody does anything there. People just don't work. I shot a movie there for 3 months, and we started filming at 10 in the morning, and we'd finish by 4. So we had the whole day. I've never shot like that. I had the whole day. I'd go to South Beach and just chill and go out. I love the vibe of Miami. I was so happy to be shooting the video there.
And what do you think the biggest misconception about India is? Because I know you've talked about how people just think it's they have such a stereotypical attitude towards it.
Totally. I was asked when I was going to school here, I was asked, do I go to school on elephants, and are there snake charmers on the road? And yes, we have elephants in our country, but we don't travel on them. They're just entertainment but yeah, stuff like that. India is so different in the way people see it, and especially people from there. A lot of people are shocked at the fact that I can speak English, which the world's kind of globalized now, everybody does.
And what's the vibe like for young people there? What's a
It's
typical
totally
night out
fun.
for you like? Or do you even get time off?
No, but I don't really take night outs in Bombay. It's a little hard to go out too much, but whenever I do, I'm more of a dinner kind of person than really party.
Yeah.
I do that a couple times a year, but not every weekend. Because I work almost every
When you're
day.
in Ibiza.
Yeah.